got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have a bunch of different stuff to talk about. None of it will be about Skeeter. I gotta give you a heads up, when everybody like drives their car away at once, you think that's a pretty like flagrant waving the flag, like, hey, I'm a criminal, everyone. So heads up on that. Okay. Number one, have your 4.1 out. Naomi will come around and stamp it whenever she feels like it. Make sure you leave it visible. Try to continue this quietly. It's been on the board since Monday, actually. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it was. It was just on the side. Yeah. Where on the side? It was like, that was where the old one was, and it was like right there. Oh. It was like a little
under my like unit 4 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, I didn't even sneak it up on you. How many of you knew that 401 was due today? As you can see, I'm not like trying to, you know.
I was just looking at the same place.
I feel you, bro. I put it up there now. I apologize. Okay. Excuse me. I'd like to show a trailer for Food Inc. as in Food Incorporated. Relax, chill. There was a misunderstanding in the last period, so let's make sure that everybody hears the important details. I heard that in another one of our school's classes, some of my high school students have seen a movie about the industrialized food system. The one that Lawrence Gamble has shown in the past, as far as I'm aware, is this movie called Our Daily Bread. It is not King Corn, another food movie that I will also be showing. There's a lot of food movies. So let me show you this preview, this trailer, before anybody gets carried away. And how many of you have already seen Food Inc., perhaps in health or another class? You know what's funny? Students with a similar academic background often get scheduled in the same period, like if you've already had health, if you have a certain period available in your day. So in a lot of my classes, people have not seen Food Inc. in large numbers. I'll play the trailer for the few of you that still haven't seen it.
So the key therapy replacement, why don't you go with like one of the sides?
The way we eat has changed more in the last 50 years than in the previous 10,000. The modern supermarket has on average 47,000 products. The industry doesn't want you to know the truth about what you're eating, because if you knew, you might not want to eat it. We've never had food companies this powerful in our history.
Everything we've done in modern agriculture is to grow it faster, fatter, bigger, cheaper.
If you can grow a chicken in 49 days, why would you want one you got to grow in 3 months? When you go through the supermarket, there is an illusion of diversity. So much of our industrial food turns out to be rearrangements of plants.
Sometimes you look at a vegetable and say, okay, well, we can get 2 hamburgers for the same price.
They would manage to make it against the law to criticize their products. There is an effort to make it illegal to publish a photo of any industrial food operation.
I find it incredible that the FDA wants to allow the sale of meat from cloned animals without any labeling.
Peanut butter contaminated with salmonella.
E. coli has been found in spinach, apple juice.
Sounds like money to me. The average consumer does not feel very powerful. The exact opposite. When we run an item-based supermarket scanner, we're voting for local or not, organic or not.
Look at the tobacco industry. The battle against tobacco is a perfect model of how an industry's irresponsible behavior can be changed.
Imagine what it would be if, as a national policy, the idea would be to have such nutritionally dense food that people actually felt better, had more energy, and weren't sick as much. Now, see, that's a noble goal.
People have got to start demanding good, wholesome food of us, and we'll deliver, I promise you.
People who've already seen Food Inc.
Yeah.
Hold it up high, please. Now everybody look around. Getting a pretty darn good average, I would say. There will be a lot. Yeah. There will be a lot of cool food movies in this unit. So you've already seen this one, maybe not. But if you haven't seen it, it's kind of probably the best introduction to the big, evil, industrialized food monster. I don't really want to make anybody freak out. Good movie. Hope you get to see it. Hour and a half or so. Tonight at 6 p.m. Other opportunities to follow. Next. I need to ask for your connections. I have a small problem. My wife likes to swim in the evenings. The community pool where she swims for free is closing down for the winter. I'm trying to find an alternative, and people tell me, she's like a serious swimmer, so apparently, I don't know, apparently she needs like a full-size pool. And people tell me that YMCAs offer a scholarship for people with limited income. We're not exactly poor. I have 7 jobs. But we don't have a lot of disposable income either. Those 7 jobs are supporting a family of 4 living in Santa Barbara, which is slightly challenging without getting into the details. So anyway, I'm not sure that we qualify for a scholarship at the YMCA. If anybody has a hookup at the YMCA or any other way that I can give my wife a place to swim at night, ideas for me? Yeah, I mean, the ocean's nice, but she's not down for swimming in the ocean at night. Anybody else? And does anybody know anybody with hookups at the YMCA? Somebody I could talk to that maybe on a handshake could help me out?
How far away can she drive?
I don't know. I mean, it's a good question.
There's a lot of people who, like I used to go to the Y, there's a lot of people who know people from Santa Barbara at the Y.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she could go to either Montecito Y or the Santa Barbara Y.
Los Baños, that's like open lane.
This is where she does it now, but they're shutting down for winter.
Okay, I don't know if UCSB has anything similar, but
what about Westmont? I don't know. Anybody know if that's public access at Westmont?
definitely have to pay.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, if we went by it, it's going to be a very big challenge.
I know a lot of people who want to do one day.
Do you know somebody that would help us qualify for sponsorship, for scholarship or something? Okay, we can talk later. I would appreciate your help with that. All right. Yeah.
Would they have a pool at City College or?
I don't know. Good question. I mean, you would think, right? But I don't know. Okay, next. As all of you know, I am an occasional rock climber. I know the dude who runs the new Santa Barbara rock climbing gym, and they're trying to set up like a teen league at their gym. Their hope is to have like a loosely structured, slightly competitive scenario where kids from different teams compete with each other, and they're like, hey, we could do schools. So they had like the elementary league with elementary school competition, and then like the middle school league with middle competition, the high school league, high school competition. What they've offered me is to set up a couple of blocks during the week. We talked about Tuesday, Thursday, 3 to 5, but nothing is final yet. Please understand this is just conversational at this point. Don't you know that we heard that? They're saying maybe Tuesday, Thursday, 3 to 5. They would offer an instructor and a coach free rental gear and very reduced pricing, but it would not be free. So I can't set this up as like a school thing because obviously we can't charge for you to participate. So this is probably the only time that I could ever talk about it at school. I don't want to violate anybody's right to access. At the same time, for people who are interested, it seems like an interesting opportunity. So I am signing up students with cell phone number and email to see if they'd like to participate in the league. You don't have to have any climbing experience. They just want to get more teenagers using the gym. Their hope is that you would want to come back outside those hours, and then they could charge you more money. On the flip side, they're also trying to get more people climbing. I have no horse in this race. I don't want to be a coach. I don't have a lot of time left in my day to set up another commitment. But I told them I would ask to see if any high school kids are interested in this idea. Are any high school kids interested in this idea? Okay. Then if you are unbelievably down or just interested, name, cell phone, and email. I don't think that this is an official school thing, and I don't think it'll ever become an official school thing. But maybe we can communicate via this.
Where is this gym? Where is it? You said it's in Santa Barbara?
Yeah, it's right by the State Street underpass.
It's like right across from Backyard Bowls.
Right across from Backyard Bowls. It opened on August 24th. Incredible memory to trivia.
So you no longer have to check it down to
Correct, you no longer have to go down to Ventura, right? I mean, it's plastic indoors, but it's a way to exercise a little bit. Anything else about that? All right, nitty gritty. The pesticide discussion. I have heard from parents and from students, a variety of them, from both ends of the conversation about pesticides. I got an email that said, I can't believe you advocate that teenagers eat food grown with pesticides. I was like, well, sorry, I did not. I can't believe that either. And I do want to clarify this conversation because there's a really interesting fine line there. It's a big little detail. Could anybody think of something very toxic, whatever, just throw it out?
Windex.
DDT, Windex, what else? What? Anthrax, okay. Yeah, let's not talk about very contagious, because that's actually maybe confusing the point here. So we'll talk about DDT, Windex, and what was the other one? Sarin, nerve gas. Okay. All three of these things are not absolutely good or absolutely bad. I'll bet you money that there is a certain amount of DDT, which is not a big deal for you to have in your body. If we know that DDT is really toxic, like 3 parts per billion is bad for you, if you have less than that, it might not be bad for you. Sarin gas, I have a feeling that there must be a volume at which it diffuses into this room and is no longer toxic. Windex, if you drink a whole bottle, will probably lay you out. But if you get like a micro drop on your tongue and eat that, I think you'll probably be fine. We all know that cigarettes are bad for you, but I can make you a promise. If you take a single drag from a single cigarette, you'll be fine. You might get a little wheezy from smoke inhalation, then you'll be fine. The point I'm trying to make is that for all things, there is a toxicity threshold, a concentration, a dosage that matters.